All right, y'all. Let's get into Trump and the eclipse that he was born under and tie this in as far as the big picture and symbolism and those types of things, okay? So we need to understand that 2015, when Trump rose, to 2035, that is the end of one time and the beginning of another, okay? He is the capstone and the cornerstone, okay? So 2025 is the start of the new day. The 24 is the old day. Okay, America's open 24/7. All right. Revelation 22 chapters, alphabet 26 with the and sign 27. That's 24/7. So the 24 is right in the middle. So that's just telling you the little calculations there for that are easy for most people to hopefully understand. Okay. Either way, so the capstone, Don wearing the hat, the MAGA hat, the foundation, it's erupting and the magma is coming out and settling all over the ground, and the day Satan is going to build his foundation on these things. Okay, so the spiritual, the God, whatever, it went dark right under Obama's reigns, symbolically speaking, and he opened up the pit as well with the Obamacare, and that was part of the abomination of desolation of Mark 13. The one of Matthew 24, we're told to flee. All right, that will be in 2024ish. Okay, that's in the holy place. We'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute as far as Trump's concerned. Okay, because we need to know what a holy place is. Okay. So you had Don. He came in. He brought in a new day. The prince of the power of the air was under his reign. The crown was under his reign. Corona, the invisible enemy. That was the world war that the people lost, and they all went in their homes scared and afraid to fight and whatever else, and they just took whatever trick and treatment they gave you. So the Don, okay, he went away. We as the people, we forsook the law. We didn't stand on the Constitution. We didn't rise up and say, Biden, you are not coming into this office. We did not vote you in, okay? We need proof and blah, 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 or you're not taking over until we have the proof or whatever, however it goes, okay? We didn't ride the Constitution, basically. So we forsook the law, and now we have to face the wrath of Don, okay? Because Don means the Lord, all right? And he's coming with his wrath, and he is pissed that y'all did this, and now his country's being taken away, and blah, 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 all right? So he's coming with the red dawn, and that's the red planet, and that's the red wave, and the Red Sea, and all those little things, okay? So the false prophet, all right, he's in office right now. Everybody's bank accounts are good. They saw the stock market went back up after COVID, and then they haven't invested in the future because Bitcoin went down and blah, 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 right? There's a couple different false prophets being shown, and then you have the housing market at all-time high. All this stuff is going to come crashing down all at once. That's why you have to know when to go, okay? That's why there's people out here warning y'all when to go, what kind of things to look for that Matthew 24 abomination of desolation, okay? Because after that, you're going to have limited, it's a race. It's the cannonball race. You got to get across the country in so many hours, okay? So the false prophet, okay? The sun, all right? The false prophet represents the sun going behind that dark time, that eclipse, okay? He's being hidden. Don's controlling the show. He's the light of the old system. He's handing it over and such, but that's where you get the end time, the big bang. Big bang, everything comes to an end. Big bang, everything starts, all right? And we're all coming to that big bang in 2024, 2025-ish, okay? So the dawn, the new bright morning star, we have that eclipse right now with a false prophet, and that's the Bidon, and that's the two, right? The two are one, the Bidon. So they're working together, okay, to dismantle this nation, all right? And as dawn's wrath, as the sun's light is unveiling for the new day, that's when you have the heat of dawn coming in, and that's when you have his they're all getting the final pieces set up now, but they're about to start the trials and stuff where he's going to start suing the shit out of everybody and the government or whatever. He's going to prove that the election was stolen and whatever else, right? Because these witnesses come in, and which is going to, one of them is going to be Elon Musk, it seems, because he has the Twitter files and all this other stuff. But he's the Elon, the new earth that's being sprouted for the new age, or the new era and the new earth of man. So he's establishing a new heaven for the beast man as well, for a new control system to make them as gods, with like the Pi phone and whatever else. Okay, that would be another image that's given life in his name. Truth Social is the image that's given life in the Dawn's name, and then you have the new cell service, that's the buy and sell also. Either way, so like Dawn's coming out with his conservative stuff with the buy and sell service, and then you save money when you save up or sign up. That's Dawn. That's the new Dawn, kind of cracking out in a new light. Okay. So you can see that as that Dawn is peeking out, he's coming out with new things. He's got Don Jr. I am Donald Trump. Okay, the son, the physical son coming out of the carnal son. Okay, or the carnal father with the carnal son. That's Donald Trump Jr. with the dark hair. Okay, that's the dark Trump also in a matter of speaking. And then you have the DeSantis. That's a spiritual dark Trump coming out as far as God speaking as the government. And then you'll have the dark Dawn coming out in the courts, all right? And him and Tiffany Trump or whatever. She's probably going to be the lawyer, and you are going to be, it's going to get so good, people. The show that is going on is one of the best movies, and the best actor, Biden, he is such a comical genius. And I mean, if you know you're watching a movie, then it's pretty great stuff. All right, that's all I'm saying. Okay, if you don't know you're watching a movie, then you're probably scared shitless. All right, and you're probably wondering what the hell is going on. All right, you just got to be like water and go to and fro with the waves, man. You can't be stuck on any right or wrong or right or whatever. The wrong way, he's coming, all right? And so the two witnesses, okay, they come, they prove that Don, he had the election stolen. They may or may not recognize it or whatever, right? So if this type of scenario happens, okay, which this is more than likely, this is the shortest game, okay? There's the shortest game, which is the Trump card, and then there's the short game, and then there's the long game. The long game is like the cool of the night with Harry and all that stuff coming in now to set up that kind of stuff later. But the DeSantis is a short and long game kind of thing, but the very, very short game is the return of Dawn, and that's that steal that I've warned all y'all that's coming, okay? And through the past couple years, since everything's been shown and given or whatever, and the talent's been being used, then we've had to go through and figure out exactly what's going on as far as end times, find out the short game, find out the long game that they're showing, find out all these little things, and trying to bring it to y'all so you at least know what's going on or whatever, so it's at least marked, okay? So Don's going to come back with a steel. He's the Superman, Man of Steel, all right? And you need to remember that Superman, Man of Steel, he only gets killed by Doomsday, all right? So that Doomsday is tied to, we have a Doomsday bomber. Russia has a Doomsday. So it's tied to those abominations of desolations, okay? So when Trump makes the steel, it can set up to where there's a transfer of power, or where those people rise up, and the people just rise up at the wrong time, and however it goes, okay? With the devil's in the details. I'm going for the big picture. So when Trump rises up for that steel, the government can be in that disarray for a few days, and that's when you got to go, because that's kind of America at its weakest point, okay? Because there is no government at that point. So when he stands in the holy place, that would be when Trump comes up to the Supreme Court, or he comes up and gets his position back as president or whatever, or however it's all going to work out. But I assume this is going to be happening, like the final stage would be happening during Kamala's time frame or whatever, okay? Because I'm pretty sure Biden's going to get taken out, mental reasons or whatever, how they're going to work it, or he's going to be working from the hospital, and Kamala's going to be half in power, or however, okay? She's going to ride the beast, so she might not actually get her full position. She might not actually get to be the 47th. It could be Trump be the 47th for the the 11 for the Twin Towers, the Manhattan going down, and then you can have the DeSantis for the 48 come in for the heat of the day, and the 48 is the 24 double, which is your second day. Anyways, things like that, folks. So we could see like the Jesus returning inside of us for like another 20 years or whatever, and redoing the kingdom once the aliens or the craft or whatever show up, and then it can go kind of like that, to where man keeps going without the things that we're ever taught as the church, which I don't expect will ever happen. Will whatever, okay? What the church teaches as far as end times, that would be your Big Bang. In 24, 25, that's your Big Bang theory. That's that time when they're, shit, we're all left behind. Oh man, we're in end time. That's the Antichrist, blah, 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 okay? It's too late, because there's going to be a time when Trump's going to get his power back, or it might be under DeSantis or whatever, but they're going to be like, oh shit, what did we do? All right. And then that's kind of when the church age leaps too, because they realize that the church is just a wash, okay? It's a brainwashing mechanism, and it's there for whatever. And we're living at a time now when there's so much information coming out or whatever, and pieces of the puzzle are being brought together so fast, and the Spirit of God is moving upon all men, and you're either being brought up or you're being brought down, and hopefully you're being brought up above the things of this world, where you're not being affected by this world. But that dark dawn is coming, and his light is peeking out now for the new age, and they're setting up hell on earth, and they're setting up the two kingdoms, and we'll end it here, folks.